Team Resume It Up welcomes you to the unexplored domain of resumology. It seems finding a job is really a big problem these days, isn't it? Well, no. Finding a job is not the real problem. 3 years ago, we conducted a survey wherein we listened closely and empathetically to students as well as entry-level corporate employees. We asked them about the problem and unanimously they told us that not getting an interview is the real problem. When we asked them about the reason, they said that if someone promises us even 10 interviews, we are so sure of cracking at least 2 of them, and that's double the requirement. So, in next 8 minutes, we'll be covering who we are as a company, what we do, what we can do for you, your college or institute. And then, in next 3 minutes, our representative will be listening to you. Now, let me introduce our company to you. At Resume It Up, we help students and corporates to represent themselves better in their absence with the help of Resume, PPT Resume, CV, Power Resume, Video Resume, Z-Card, SOPs, Europass, Edge Resume and many more such services. Now why does Resume occupy such a crucial place in our lives? Because 90% of times our first impression is made in our absence. For instance, if we want to invite a speaker to speak at an event, we do look him up in advance on Google or LinkedIn. Another classic example of first impression made in absence is our resume. Yes, one of the most important documents of our lives. Now, why does this first impression so important? Because if you happen to make a first good impression, great. But in case you do not happen to make a good first impression, let me tell you, you have to wait for 9 re-impressions to overwrite your first impression. Now, how do we help you in making a good first impression? In other words, how do we help students and corporates in personal branding? Well, we take up one-on-one consultations in order to provide customized solutions. We also take up group consultations. We do conduct in-house programs, and here comes something that is Resume It Up is known for. That is Pizzazz Workshop. It's a day-long workshop. Another highlight of Resume It Up is High Impact Workshop. It's a 3 days workshop, and in this workshop, participants get to learn the nitty-gritties of almost 8 different types of resumes. How effectively do we do what we do? For that matter, we'll be showing you some testimonials at the end of this presentation. Moreover, let us bring it to your notice that we do believe in customer satisfaction. We do not want merely a happy client. We indeed want a thrilled client. And that is the reason we are the first company in this world to conduct postpaid workshops. Yes, we take payments only after the workshops, and that too if you want to pay us. Just because we are so sure of our product. Plus, we have our own state-of-the-art seminar hall at the center of India and the offices in Pune and Nagpur. We do send weekly newsletters to our past clients so that they are updated about the latest details in the industry. Whether it is a new viral video resume or any opportunity that they can encash, they are right there in our mailing list for the entire year. So, the most important thing, what can we do for you? We can be your college partners in building students' personal brands. Number 1, we can help you in building your brand without breaking banks. And number 2, we can get you stronger alumni base. If we classify your students in 3 categories, as in students, those who are placed, and those who are the cream of the college. Students, those who are not yet placed, that is just passing out students, and students who are not yet eligible for the placements. For example, students from first year to pre-final years. We have customized solutions to all these students and specific workshops for all these groups. If we take into consideration students, those who are placed, let me tell you, they tend not to search any job by the time of their joining. And that's where we come into the picture, because we train and guide them in a certain way that they can go out in the market and opt for better opportunities, and we train them in a way that they can double their packages. For students yet to be placed, we provide ways and tools with the help of which they can find out more number of openings than any other consultancy in this world can find. Yes, and in case of students, those who are not yet eligible for the placements, we provide the database of around 20,000 internships, so that by the time they are due for placement season, they can do virtual internships, externships, fellowships, etc. If we come back to point number 1, that is of brand building, let me tell you that in case of academic scenario, students are the real brand ambassadors of colleges and universities, because they write the name of your college right on the top of their resume, right on the top of their Facebook profile, LinkedIn profile, and many other written documents. So if we help them in making their written impressions or their digital footprints world class, it definitely tells a better story about your brand. People generally come up with 2 questions. Number 1, we have a personality development cell and an interview skills trainer, then why should we take help of a resumologist? To that we suggest, if you have a critical problem in eye, you do consult an ophthalmologist and not any general physician, right? Yes. Similarly, if you think that the problem with resume is critical, you should definitely consult a resumologist. Second question that people come up with is, what makes you stand out in the market? Let me underscore our features for you. In our workshops, we make you aware about ATS, TMS, how they work, and how you can use them to your advantage. We also underscore the 700% advantage that a candidate with video resume has over a candidate with merely a passive written document. Netizens today are gearing up to be ahead the placement curve by using latest tools like HResume, QResume, TWiZume. In our workshops, we make our participants equipped with all these latest tools so they don't miss the best possible opportunities. And most importantly, instead of writing resumes for them and making them parasites, we teach them the most scientific way of resume building, and thereby we empower them for next 20 years to come. As promised, let's have a look at our testimonials. This is Mr. Mahesh Rakheja. He's an ethical hacker and has worked for Indian government. He attended our Pizzazz workshop and said that your workshop is like a mother's milk. It should be given to every student, and that too at the right time when they are passing out from the colleges. Meet Mr. Nityananda Tiwari. He has 20 years of experience in the industry. He is MBA HR from IMT Ghaziabad. He says, your workshop should be a must in every MBA college without exception. So, what do you think should happen next? Do let us know on 8888-571798. We can have a live chat on www.resumeitup.com. Thank you. We do appreciate your time. Thank you so much from Team Resume It Up.